cold here in Mexico. You guys didn't even know Mexico is cold. I'm in Querétaro, Mexico. Right now, it's like 40 degrees. So it's cool. Really, really cool. For Mexico, it's great. Before I get into this, I wanted to show you the library that we've been building for a couple of months. I have books, and I have shelves, and I have lights that I installed myself. Look at that. Look at that thing. Isn't that wild? Well, let me show you. This is the room that we're going to put the bookshelves in. This is a classroom, basically. It's my living room, but it's my classroom. You can see I installed all this. I did the faux finish. I made that frame for the thing. This is our logo. I have to paint this part black and then put the tree in there because we're forestry. So, what makes a good woman? What makes a good wife? We can get all the women we want, but getting a wife, you got to find those. And what I've told is, when you have found the woman who is a wife, you found a good thing. So what's so hard about that? Well, for one, there's a lot of women that are not qualified to be wives. They're just being run through and getting used up and not taken seriously by anyone. And so they fall into this mindset that that's where they find love and acceptance, so that's what they put out there. Just like a guy who puts his wallet on top of his fucking head and leads with money. That's the only thing that these people are going to go for when you talk to them or you interact with them, is that it's all about money. What you don't know about me is I'm a stoic, but I'm also a Sigma. And Sigma males are the type of guys that cannot be manipulated by money or by sex. So it's a very big win when you can do that. Okay. So what makes a good wife? I'm going to tell you what happened. All right, we don't have a washing machine here in the fire station. And, well, she came to visit me for the weekend. I had no clothes. Let me tell you what. She went back to the back sink that has like a washboard on it and fucking washed my clothes, hung them up to dry, folded them, and then put them in my closet. I've got to go to a funeral tomorrow for another firefighter. I didn't have any underwear, no socks, no pants, nothing. She went and, without me asking, knowing that I got to go to this funeral tomorrow, washed my clothes in a thing with a like a washboard that they have in these cement sinks out back in Mexico here. A person that goes out of their way, doesn't ask you what you need, just does it. By instinct, knowing that I don't have any damn clothes and I have to look good tomorrow. And just going out of her way to, I got out of the shower and in my closet was just like there. Pants folded up, underwear on top, socks there, ready to go. When you ask a woman, what do you bring to the table besides physical shit, you need to remember these things, these little moments that you have where that girl goes out of her way to do wife stuff. And like I said at the very beginning, there's a lot of people that are not qualified to be wives, period. They're not qualified for pretty much, anything as far as relationships goes, because we're probably dealing with NPCs. I'm sitting there thinking about it, and reptilians, for example, would want to eat bugs, things like that. All right? What are reptilians like? Bugs, staying in the dark, multiple partners, killing their children. Sound familiar? Reptilians. So that is a good thing. And I asked myself the question. See, I always want to ask the question that Kevin Sam was always asked. What do you bring to the table besides sex or physical stuff? And then it's almost impossible for them to answer because they're like, well, I have my education and I'm smart and I have a job. And I'm like, congratulations, you're an adult. But that doesn't qualify you to be a wife. Were your parents married? Did your parents stay married the whole time you were living with them? If there's a no, well, that's your answer. Not qualified to be a wife. Not qualified to be a wife. Most aren't. Most are not qualified to be wives. What do you guys think? Are they qualified to be wives? No, I don't think so. Look, we need to stop protecting this falsehood. They must understand this, that they've been brainwashed. They don't believe they've been brainwashed because they've been brainwashed. But the entitlement thing, and I got to tell you guys something, the ship is turning around. Feminism has failed and they know it. But what makes a good wife? If you can't bring anything to the table besides sex, that's all you are, is just a fuck puppet. That's it. If you bring something valuable, you bring value to the relationship, like something that you bring. There's 26 emotions. None of those apply. Admiration is one of them, and admiration is good. But you know what makes a man look better? For a woman to be by his side when he's doing his thing that makes him attractive. Me, for example, I'm a fire chief, so I'm going to go to a fire station. She's going to go with me. And she's going to video the thing. She's going to meet all the officers. They're going to be like, ooh la la. And that works out great for me. Because your woman is a representation of you. Your woman that cares about you is a representation of you in public. A lot of guys that get in trouble is because the woman acts out and wants to talk, run her mouth, because she's got this guy, you know what I mean, that could throw down. And they love to promote fights, so watch that shit. Me, I'm in a position now where I can take it or fucking leave it. And that goes for anything. And I'm not talking about fuck you money or anything like that. I'm just talking about me as a man. I can walk the fuck away. When I go to the gym, I have a game I play with the guys that I train. Let's see how many girls we can ignore. Not ignore in a rude way, like if they ask you something, you don't say anything. No, we just don't pay them any fucking attention. You know what they do here? Look at this, guys. Look at this. Can you guys be quiet for a minute? When they're working out in the gym, they'll take their shirt and they'll put it like this. That's what they'll do. Literally just like that. And it's because they want to be looked at. Right? You're a hot girl. You want attention. That's what you do. They take their fucking shirt and put it just like this so they can see their ass. You know what I mean? I mean, that's bogue for me, personally. That's not the kind of woman you want to marry. You know what I'm saying? What are they picking up your shirt? Oh, look at that. He's got a six-pack. Fuck that shit. It doesn't matter. What matters is what values you bring to a relationship. And if a girl doesn't bring anything except physical shit, dude, you don't need that. There's all the stuff that they think are so great. Look, I can hire a maid, and I can hire a hooker if I wanted a bitch. The rest, what would I need her for besides reproduction? That's what I'm saying. If a girl is qualified to be a wife, which is not many, meaning that their mother and father were married, and they took the time and they did everything they could to make sure this girl grew up to be a wife, and not just a fucking 304. You follow me? And there's a lot of women, I'm going to tell you, some parents, especially like in Colombia, will buy their teenage daughter tits so that she can marry a rich man. That's a fact. If you guys didn't know that, they just want their kids, their women, to be with stable men. So they will put their kids in front of rich men so that they will marry these girls. And a lot of them end up as narco-novias. You guys know what narco-novias are? I'll tell you. Okay, so a narco-novia is a girlfriend of a narco. And they're usually pretty good looking. They got all the fake shit though, the fake asses, the fake tits, the fake eyelashes, the baby doll eyes, what do they call them, cumbrellas? Yeah, so what makes a good wife? Listen, if she doesn't bring anything to the table besides sex, you need to look in deep at what this woman does in general, not just for you. How does she behave in public when she's in a restaurant? If she orders something, oh, look, my french fries are cold. Follow me? Nothing horrible like, this tastes like shit, I'm not paying for it, and throwing a fit. Because, like I said, your woman represents you. If she's acting up, you're going to look like a dummy. If she looks great, keeps her mouth shut, and speaks professionally, you're golden. How do you think I became a chief so fast? You know what I'm saying? They don't just give chief positions to anybody. And I'm in a foreign country. How the hell does a foreigner that could barely speak fluent Spanish, technically, become a fucking fire chief in another country where I'm not a native? How do you do this? Well, you got to be the best at what you do. And social proof is a big thing. But social proof can make or break you when it comes to your wife. If your wife is, how do we put this in English? In German, they say asocial. So if it's a girl or a woman that is proper and prim and dressed well, that's what you want. Especially if you're like in a position like I am. You know, I've talked to politicians all the time. I can't stand them. And all the fire chiefs and all the officers and stuff. Oh my God, these dogs will not shut up. And that sucks because every single time I go on live, they seem to just jump and bark at fucking anything. Well, let's talk about wives another day, guys. I'm the professor and I'm out. God damn it.